stripe, right?
Stripe?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh,
Yeah,
the first degree,
stripe.
second degree.
First, it's like a year and a half later.
How you feeling?
Huh?
How you feeling?
Just a ceremony. Easy way, easy way.
What are you gonna say?
Huh?
What are you gonna say for your speech?
No, I need to come up with it.
You ain't written it down this whole time. This whole time you ain't written it down.
Because I can't stand there and read it, innit? Again, what happened at Euros, being dehydrated. So I can't hold none of these guys beating me because I'm freaking dehydrated. Can't grip, can't push.
That's long.
Weak. I'm gonna bring on the mat.
Yeah.
So I'm getting my strap, yeah. What if he forgets?
Nah, just remind him before you.
He might not even be there. He might be.
Oh, that'll be deep. If it didn't turn up.
He told me Wednesday, and then last week he said,
I can't someone. Oh no, someone else might give it to you. What about Mauricio?
Huh?
Mauricio, how Mauricio give it to you?
No. I have to go. He gave me my word, bro.
Fez.
So I'm fucking.
I hear it.
Say a little speech. Full circle. Is that it? Full circle, isn't it?
Yeah, full circle.
Full circle, yeah, full circle. Just imagine I started dude, bro. Trained for like a year and a half in total. And then left, had to leave injured. That's my story. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of true. Started with it, injury, and then some shit. I had to go on holiday for a while. But you know when you see people getting promoted,
Yeah.
peers,
Oh, that's me. That's literally me.
no, but what, being away from training?
Nah.
No, this is me being away from training. I'm like, nah, if I come back, they're probably gonna beat me or they can't beat me. I had to find a way to train somewhere else and come back. And I just never went back.
Stop. Actually, a story of my life.
But bro, if you get promoted like me, if you get promoted too quick, then it kind of stagnates your development in a sense, you know? Because you stop experimenting, you can't. Because the guys are fucking mad tough.
Yeah.
Like you're thrown in the deep end, so you need to find a way to win as opposed to develop.
100%.
I'm saying you're having another, I think that's Ben, you know?
Where? Oh yeah.
You had enough of blue belt.
I just want to challenge myself.
Yeah. But that major, you don't think world's at blue?
I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. There's that Ben. Got Big Ben in the cut. Yeah, so I just have to see how it goes.
WRIGHT.
Yo.
RIGHT. Hyphen. KHOZ.
David, right?
Yeah, David.
Perfect, David. You're all booked in.
One of a black belt who started training with us many years ago in Kansas Road in the first academy. The one that we used to have plastic on the ceiling to, when it rains, not wet the mat. Mr. Dave's gonna get his first stripe. Well done, brother. First of many.
That's the plan. I don't have to do speech, huh?
No, not for stripe. No.
Been practicing all weekend.
Speech is only for belt. The rest of you just keep training. Maybe your time will come. Okay, guys, nice training. No problem. Much training. Nice.
What an inspiration, David Cartwright-Koza. Good to see him get that stripe. He deserves it. No, man, honestly, like, who's put more into this sport at his age as well, without being, like, you know, disrespectful? But
how old are you?
21.
21.
Yeah, 21, man. Do you know what I mean? 21, but he still competes adult, around the world, masters, sometimes adult and masters on the same weekend.
Back to masters for
Gets results. Yeah, man. Like, didn't train 100% for Euros and got a silver medal. Like, who does that? I trained and I got nowhere near the podium. So, yeah, man, inspiration to me personally, his team, everyone around him. I've never heard anyone say a bad word about him. But then again, yeah, but yeah, what a great guy, and yeah, pleasure to witness his first degree and hopefully many more. Thank you, bro.
You can tell that it's not the first time he's done the same.
No, mate, listen, I would never let anyone say a bad word against you, but I've never heard anyone say a bad word.
I have.
Now, your jiu-jitsu speaks.
So I want to thank everyone that's here today. Friends that have come, friends that have come from far and wide. Full circle, I guess, guys. Like, I started here many years ago in my late teens, and now, you know, I left Jiu-Jitsu for about 10 years plus, and now I'm back. I mean, a while ago, but you know, started at Roger Gracie, get my first stripe on my white belt from Roger, and it's a pleasure to receive my first stripe on my black belt by the GOAT himself. No, thanks everyone. Thank you everyone. Hey, there's no one there.
Still one fan.
There's no one there.
This is what happens when you're famous. The Lions take a picture of you.
I'm Ivan, training for about 14 years from now. This is my second year as a black belt, and the first year was good. The first year I got London Open, British Open, and Naga. So I'm chasing these intercontinental medals in the second year, and I'm entering the master, like the master one next year. So hopefully I'll get these big medals in adults. So yeah. All right, London Open's coming. It's a good rounds today, and yeah, it's always good training with Roger guys. So happy to do it, and yeah, we're going hard in London Open.
Who are you? For those who don't know, who are you?
Ivan Skoko.
And you're also known as
Batman, London's Batman, yeah.
These are the bloopers. You ready? Bro, I can see your feet. Let me do it closer.
I got the feet.
Don't worry, I got a camera. How are you feeling after your strap?
I'm upset I didn't get to do my speech. I was up all night, all weekend practicing.
I'm planning it.
Yeah. Some sentimental stuff with Roger being my first coach back in the day when I was a teenager, you know what I mean?
It's alright, you get to deliver it in front of your students.
What's that?
You get to deliver it in front of your students.
In front of his students.
No, your students.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not trying to promote.
What?
You know? So yeah, I gave myself my first stripe.
No.
Nah, I'm joking. Well, you can actually do a speech back at thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, and then I'll just slide in the zone and think I'm just talking about myself, innit?
Yeah. But, yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Great build up.
We'll throw him off, innit?
Yeah.
They'll be like, I ain't never get my black belt. And then I just whip it up.
Bow. But also,
Yeah.
there's another black belt. Yada.
Huh?
Saying like the build up to it, how you can build it up.
Let me finish chewing these new sweeties, yeah? What a stupendous confectionery. Starburst Minions. But we're here today at, obviously, Apex HQ, the main spot. Got a little guest seminar, guard passing masterclass that I'll be teaching. Gonna start in a couple minutes. Teach these boys some outside passing. But yeah, let's go. I'm just gonna run you over from seated and then we'll do some outside flanking, yeah? We'll do some tie drags, some back step off the tie drags, yeah? Some reverse leg weave. And then into the stack pass, single unders.
He's gonna get semi.
Side.
David!
Unk.
David!
Give it to Unk, man. We're gonna get started. Just gather around, find a little space. Alright, you wanna go down, yeah? Alright, today we're gonna look at some guard passing. So initially we used to look at when our training partner is seated, right? Because this is obviously a common scenario in Nogi. A lot of times your training partner is gonna be playing off their butt. So the difference obviously from him playing seated compared to off his back when he's supine, right? Is when he's on his back, it's very easy for me to make angles without a threat of a wrestle up. When he's seated, his ability to heist is very easy because he can just tuck his heel underneath his butt and he can build up to his knee. So a lot of times I need to be careful with him getting inside reaches on my knees and using this to kind of wrestle up to single legs, duck unders. If I post on him too tough, he can come up, right? So view this when they're seated as a wrestling exchange on the aspect of when you have one leg in front, you want to have a down block place on that same hand, right? So if he ever tries to come up towards that, I have an opportunity to either block him or if he does come up, I can take an underhook and I can use this to move him, right? So every time my lead leg changes, I change my down block hand also. So every time I'm changing my stance, even though I'm moving quite a lot, I'm still keeping this hand ready to go, also for cross-body knee cuts, but we'll look at that in a minute, right? First thing you just need to do is think about, obviously, the negatives of him playing seated is gonna be, when I start driving weight forward, he has to get something to post behind him. So I'm gonna post one hand on his shoulder here. It's gonna be the opposite hand that my lead leg is with. And now I'm just gonna reach down towards his ankle here. I'm just gonna lift his ankle, pushing his shoulder. At the same time, I'm gonna circle towards the same side that I am lifting the ankle here. For now, we'll just work on the basis that our training partner concedes to his back, right? Sometimes when you do go, they're gonna start to post. This is when we'll look at stuff like our diving knee cuts or different things where we can go behind our training partner. But just to start with, think about moving. Maybe ask your training partner to give you some reactions, trying to touch your legs, moving back, moving around. When you see an opportunity to, you're gonna post on the shoulder, lift the ankle. Notice how as he falls to his back, I'm gonna pass the leg across my body into my armpit as I take a step across. So I have basically his leg almost shelved. I don't want you guys to overcommit to this too tough right now, but you kind of just want to be in this position where if he tries to now sit back up, he has to move away to get his leg back underneath himself to then come to seated. If I flank here and I'm super far like this, Jack can literally just sit up right towards me. There's nothing stopping him from sitting up. So I want to have at least some form of shelf on his highest leg where I'm holding it and basically wedging it against my leg. If it's too easy for him to build up, like I'm here, he's literally just going to sit up and then start off balancing me. All right, the only other way he can get up is to turn to this knee, and that's just stupid. He shouldn't do that. Make sense? All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Professor. Yo, move out the way, man.
What do you mean that's hard?
You don't even know this one.
What do you mean that's hard, Professor? What are you talking about?
How long has he been your professor for?
I don't care.
How long has he been your professor for?
I don't care.
Good. Yourself? Yeah. Like this. Right? If I feel like there's any form of resistance of him trying to circle and square his legs, I would just then lifting both ankles and passing to the outside. I don't want it to be too like jittery. If he starts moving and kicking, this is very like, it's a lot of explosive energy for him. For me, it's very easy. I'm not taking it too serious, walking around, pushing. If he does this is easy. I'm just gonna keep running them over. He's gonna get so tired. Yeah, if he's doing this, and because I'm just falling on him, right? He's just gonna carry my weight and he's just trying to get up, it's gonna be so tiring. On the ankles, it doesn't work.
How does it work?
It doesn't work.
Andrew does it to everyone though, huh?
Who?
Andrew Brackett just fucking grabs the head of the ankle and just fucking...
Does he though? Who does he pass with it?
Owen is a lot of trouble with it, like it was annoying.
He almost got triangled.
Almost. Yeah, but like...
If he was like 10% less of a dog, he would have got tapped.
Cross grip as in me going to opposite leg.
Yeah, this, I've never not been punished for this.
Okay.
right? On like against like good people who play seated. I mean, I guess if you have very good head position, like if I win the head position like this, I don't mind running them over, right? Like this, because I mean, it just falls. All right, time, guys. We'll just look when we've already forced you supine, yeah? Just to save us the hassle. Da-lunk, da-lunk. All right, so our initial pass we're gonna look at is gonna be very simple, and then it's gonna kind of get a little bit more complicated as we kind of look at their defensive reaction, right? When we're thinking about passing someone's guard, a lot of the time you're gonna be thinking about passing their retention. It's not gonna be easy to just walk around their guard like this and step straight into side control unless you're significantly better than them. Usually you're gonna anticipate some form of reaction from your bottom partner, where it's gonna be them pushing, framing, getting legs back inside, right? So ideally, once I have my first angle, I wanna move from his ankle to his hip, right? The idea of obviously controlling the hips is gonna be easier for me to progress to chest. Ideally, I have my hands locked either around his hips or around his head and arm. These are gonna be positions I can pin him, secure, side control, mount, stuff like that. If I'm staying near the legs the entire time, even if I'm kind of in this leg drag, right, I still haven't passed. To pass him, I'll have to get some form of hands connected and some form of chest to chest. Even if I'm passing through half guard, even variations of north-south, I'm still forcing chest to chest. Every single time you kind of finish a pass, unless you make them toe, you have chest to chest, right? So our initial thing is just going to be the J point, a hip and knee post. So you manage to get an angle, we can use on his ankle, low on his foot. Don't post on his shin, because he's still going to be able to circle his foot inside if he's good. Always post low on the ankle, bring your head back in, running his knee away from his chest. The better he is, the more times you're probably going to have to disengage and re-engage, right? It's not going to be as easy as just one time straight pass. Shay's a good example of someone who's very flexible. Obviously, he's going to take a lot of times of rinsing, repeating the same thing, and then we have different variations of stuff we can do from there. But just initially looking at some form of Toriando, I get to the hip and knee here, I'm pushing his knee away from the chest, the high leg comes in, yeah. I'm pushing it out of the way, head comes back down. Maybe it happens a few times. Here, maybe he does get it back in. I come back up, straight back here. Now this knee's already out the way. Here, I can look at dropping my chest, covering, blocking the hips. Does this make sense? Any questions? No? All right, 3, 2, 1. He made me double tracky. I'm starting to sweat now. 2 tracksuit ons. God damn. I do. But he wanted me to wear like the Apex thing. Nice, you get him on his back. Well, but start from the back, start from his back. So he's gonna be already on his back. Right, I'm gonna walk to one way. Back of the hand comes to the outside.
Yeah, which is the...
Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So it's gonna be outside hand to the hip, near side hand to the knee. So every time you flank somebody, right, let me show you, whichever direction I go, my inside hand is gonna go across and my outside hand is gonna come on the knee, right? I always wanna have something blocking the outside. If I reach across like this, it's only when I'm circling to north-south. So I always block here and here. And now I'm gonna transition to this one. But initially, I always wanna block this.
Same side across,
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, and now ear to bicep. Head nice and low, yes. Push the knee away from the chest. Oh. You seen the New Zealand? Has he seen the New Zealand? Oh, hit him with the, nah. Hit him with the Charles Negamonte Z-lock. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
And he's going grabbing here, and then like bending this toe here.
Yeah, let me do it. Watch. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Unreal, bro. Unreal.
This happened
He's here like this, right? So sometimes you obviously control the toes, right? And you go for the knee and they strip the hand off the knee, yeah? When he strips the hand off the knee, he's pummeling underneath and he's grabbing the shin like this. And then he's tucking the toes under. And like as you go here, right? Yeah, you want to feel relieve the pressure of the toes, right? In the calf. And I just extend my left leg. Brother. So good. It's just... No, because I also like the...
This knee, right?
Huh?
The only form of protection from this body is them potentially getting the knee in, right?
Yeah, well, it depends if they're like Shay small, they could probably get their low leg in as well. But then you just blast the knee cut. You do this one. You go here like this, if you low legs like that, you just go bow.
It acts like this would work, but I don't think it would.
You don't think this work?
Nah, it would.
Roll the tape, Ryan. Check it.
Was that
Yeah, because with Shay, realistically, right, the issue with Shay, right, is if you go here and you grab his head, he's gonna frame and go legs inside, yeah. Whereas, yeah, if you go here like this, you can also do this one.
I feel like, fuck, to be honest, when you guys are drilling even the first move, I feel like I could depend on the drilling pace.
Yeah, and
The head thing again, like the second one, that's super nice.
this one, yeah. Here.
As my head's off the floor.
This one's money, yeah, but this one's not getting taught. This one's a low key one. You guys can have this one, but this one's not going in. Nice. Decent, yeah, better than I expected actually. Not too shabby. They're picking it up. It's getting there. Some people obviously don't understand the concept of circling to north-south, but it's okay. This is common. We just know.
Watching you do that for a while. I kind of do that with my basketball. It's go straight to the top.
Yo, you just run to north-south. Look at that. Boom. He even switched the hips. Anton, come on.
I didn't switch the hips.
You did, but don't switch your legs. Just your hips.
Oh.
Yeah, like this, yeah. Yeah, don't switch the legs. The legs is not good. That's an old school move. Doesn't work. Fake data. Oh, yes. Nice. I got Devontae on 1 HP, yeah. He was just exhausted and I just smoked him up. I was just clip farming, yeah. Just whatever I wanted happened. It was very nice. I want many more matches like this where a world-class guy is so tired, I just whoop, and he falls over, yeah. No, I hit 2 nice back takes. Obviously, one of them he kind of gifted to me. The second one I thought was a little bit clean, the kind of seatbelt jump over, and then I eventually ended up jumping on his leg and then just blasting him. As you do, bro. Just full spaz on the leg. I had a nice competitive match with Declan Moody. He's obviously very good, probably one of the best guard passers in the world. He did actually manage to pass me, which is kind of annoying. However, I entangled him a few times, had some good moments. Overall, I feel pretty good at my performance. Yeah, hope for more squads. It's going to be sick. Only thing that's like actually locked in is ADCC, but I'm definitely going to do something before then. Probably another Polaris, maybe a couple ADCC Opens. Be pretty sick. Who's number 1? Who knows?
Anyone you want to pull out?
Everyone at 70 kilos, man. Prove I'm the best, bro. That's it. Just keep taking off more names. Obviously, I guess a rematch with Gavin, a rematch with Mayram would be 2 matches that I'd want to have, like with an actual camp and be prepared for. But yeah, anyone really. I don't mind.
Guys, you want to shout out?
Nah, don't follow AJ. He's trash. Mid. Unk's obviously not up and coming. He's old, but he's wavy. Young and up and comers. Nah, I don't know any. You know any? Yourself, but you're not that young. But you're an up and comer.
Bro, what was the need for the shade, bro?
All right, time, guys. That's time for the money move, bro. Getting thigh dragged. This is it. Getting thigh dragged. This is the money maker. All right, guys, pay attention. This is the money move, yeah? This is the one. The thigh drag. So this can be set up from any time my training partner high legs, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be from this setup. This is just, I think, the easiest way to explain it. But anytime your training partner throws his outside leg over in a big circle, it's called a high leg, right? So the top leg is going to be a high leg and the bottom leg is going to be a low leg. So when you flank, they're either going to track you with a low leg like this to square up, or a high leg where he can wedge on you and he can then use that to square up, right? So that's the kind of terminology. When I say throw a high leg, I mean the outside leg is going to throw over and use that to stabilize some form of connection. So what I'm going to do initially is we can look at this north-south pass, right? Where I'm going hand on the lat, other hand blocking the hip. He now looks to throw this high leg. It's important my head is low, because look, if he can do this, this is not going to be very good, because I'm not going to be able to get my head behind his hamstring. So when I'm driving into north-south, he looks to frame and throw his leg over, right? Here, I keep my head nice and low. He throws it all the way into the armpit. Come on, Jack, high leg.
Sorry, boss. This side.
There we go, yeah, like this. He can use this obviously to square up. If he tries to throw it too shallow when I'm on north-south, it's just easy for me to limp out, just because obviously that was what he was doing just then, right? If he does force, some people, flexible people will force their leg inside, right? If I'm here, I will literally just limp on my head behind my back and I'll pass like this. But a lot of times you're gonna get a push away reaction. When they push, they look at throwing the leg over, right? So I'm gonna switch from his lat to his thigh. I'm gonna shrug my shoulder inside his hamstring. It's important I also keep his heel far away from his butt. If he can hamstring curl his leg, he can look at lacing it across, finishing things like this, or it just becomes easy for him to extend me away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my hip and my knee to drag his leg straight, right? My other hand is gonna be pinning his legs, so I'm avoiding him pinching his knees together. When he pinches his legs like this, it kind of becomes a little bit annoying. So I take a C grip on his ankle and I look at circling towards his head, right? Notice how I'm using my hip on his heel to get this extension on his hamstring. You should feel it should be super tight on this leg, very hard for you to move. Now all I'm gonna do is look at going shin over shin. So I'm gonna place my right shin over, my ankles are gonna cross. As I do this, I'm circling and pulling it across here, right? The reason I'm going ankles crossed is because as he high legs and I look to thigh drag, right? If I don't cross my ankles, there is a chance he kind of catches this leg and pulls me into an outside actually like this. Right? I don't want to get entangled from this. This is a very good passing position, so I'm just going to stay safe the entire time by, as I go over, my ankles just lay over each other like this. Here. Notice as I'm cutting the corner, I'm pulling his knee away from his chest. My ear comes inside. I can now use my right hand on his trap. I either turn him away, chase the back, or I drive, securing chest to chest. I can look at pummeling to mount, or just taking side control from here. In a competition, I would take side control. In training, I would always just throw them and make them turn, because obviously if you take the back, you can choke them, right? So this can also happen off of just a Toriando like this. I feel he high legs. I tuck my head inside. I'm pulling on his thigh and my shoulder comes inside. If my shoulder doesn't go inside and his leg is on my neck, as I look to circle across, if he kicks, no, just kick my head. Like this, it becomes easy for him to clear, right? Like when I'm here and I cut the corner, if he kind of kicks his leg, extends, I get off balanced. When my shoulder's inside and I'm applying pressure here, if he kicks the leg, it's very easy for me to absorb this weight, and I can also just shrug him off and circle back to north-south. When my head is too deep in like this, if I try to go back to north-south, it's easy to like kind of frame on my hip, create this space, and I try and back up, it's kind of difficult. The bottom knee comes inside. So I'm controlling the thigh, shoulder comes inside, pinning the bottom leg, using my hip, walking towards north-south. Now I'll go shin over shin, circle around, and now I can look at grabbing his trap, turning him away, chasing the back from here with the seatbelt. All right, so this can either be done from this north-south position, he throws it over, I look at catching here, or it can be done off of a regular Toriando as he high legs early, and pinning, extending, circling across. All right, if he looks at turning, you can also just keep spamming the same move again and again and again. Once I hit it once, right, and I start coming across, sometimes they go again. Ideally, you only want to hit 2. If they're able to recover more than twice, it probably means you're doing it wrong. It shouldn't be that easy for them to recover. But usually they have one early spaz, they throw the leg again, and the second time you hit it, you should either take their back or secure side control. Make sense? Any questions? No? All right, 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
You took the hand out, but then you also cleared.
So there's 3 options, right? When I get to a J point and he throws the lasso in, option 1, simple, was retraction and then reinsert. The second option would be blocking. So if he throws and I can block and clear, like if it lands maybe super shallow on my bicep, I can literally just push it off and cover the space again. Then the last one, the third one, is if he gets a nice lasso all the way in, I switch to an ankle grip here and I change sides. Here. So these are my 3 things that I think about the entire time, and usually I'll just spam one of them and then I'll switch it up, and then usually the second one works. Yeah. Just spam it, bro.
It's sparring though.
I'll do the CLA things, they were like 10 minutes of it. All right, time guys. All right, so we're just gonna work a quick game, right? So it's gonna be live work, but there's gonna be certain things that the bottom person can't do, right? So the bottom person, your only goal is just to get connection with your feet, right? So setting up forms of guard, whether that is reverse de la hiva, different things like this, any form of guard that's kind of like an outside guard, inside guard, doesn't matter, right? You're just trying to connect to your training partner. Top player, you're not allowed to go on your knees. And your goal is just to maintain angles on the outside of his legs. So you can do this with movement or just being super sticky with grips. If you can hold your training partner's ankles like this and he can't get his legs back inside, great, I mean, just do it. It's okay, right? This is going to be hard. Usually you have to use movement and things like misdirection, or maybe I get an angle, should I use some form of retention, exactly. And now I look at circling, and I'm just maintaining these angles, right? If you're on the outside of his feet, this is your first win. If I'm on the outside of both his feet, I'm winning. Now I'm just looking at progressing to either the line of his shoulders or getting past the line of his knees. Both of these are more winning conditions, right? You're basically closer to passing. I've seen ice. Yeah, I mean, there was icicles, but... Nah, bro. I know what you meant, nah. A couple icicles, yeah, but nothing, no big things, just a couple. I mean, everyone has straps, yeah. What, like no. In Atlanta, nah. Nah, this is dramatic, man. This is the internet. You believe everything you see on the internet? Come on, uncle. Who? I think it's bad in like California. It's bad, yeah. Switch to the near side ankle earlier next time. Go. I'm gonna coach during the round.
ADCC rules are dead, don't know.
What? Bro, you can't win at All-Stars, bro. I don't know why you're talking to me about ADCC rules, bro.
Some here, isn't it?
God damn, man. ADCC this, ADCC that.
To be fair, yeah, some of that is.
EBI is the only rule set out here that is cursed. EBI is cursed, yeah? EBI is cursed. I don't think it works, yeah? EBI doesn't work. Time!
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Anyone else? Hands up if you watched it?
No, guys.
It keeps on shocking me the things that Owen's able to do. Okay, but also today I got my first stripe for my black belt.
Yay!
And I got my first stripe for my just a full cycle. But he didn't let me do the speech. So I'm gonna okay. So basically, this probably doesn't come to a shock to anyone. Mr. Owen, it's obviously been like that. We know what we're talking about this part. Okay, he's been black belt level for God knows how long. Maybe when he was a juvenile, he's already that level. Just a lack of experience, and obviously losing by small details, especially until we made that transition. But he still needs to go through the process, which is receiving his black belt.
Good. Let's put your name on it though.
I see that. Trying to get me back in the G.
That's the plan. That is the plan.
Tying it mad tight.
You gotta tie it properly, I don't know how to do it. So look, before Owen gets to say something, okay, we have some of his friends, his old friends here. Actually, Bling was his first coach.
OG.
Yeah. Bling was his first coach. Okay, and also Bruno used to train with him a lot, so they were excited. I had to tell them the news and get them to come down. You want to say anything, Bling?
Man, it's just been a pleasure to watch him.
Yeah.
But one of the main things that I've always said with Owen is like a sponge. Like you put him anywhere, he'll soak up every knowledge. But it's amazing to see what you've been doing, man. And just seeing how you grow from a kid to a man now. And even watching you train here now. So.
Oh, stop it, you're gonna make me. Appreciate it. Bruno.
Just so happy to watch you grow up to be the athlete and martial arts that I've become. I remember only like a little kid, 12-year-old, 13, 14-year-old, coming from school like in his uniform, his little suit with his bag from school, ready to train every day here at the masterclass, even when he broke his arm. Do you remember that? He broke his arm playing rugby. It was like, I'm never playing this shit again. I was still coming every day and watching everyone train, bring his little sister to training as well. So happy to see where you are now, bro.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
I won't say much because I'll be talking for ages, you know. There's so many things I can say about Owen. I'm going to reiterate what Bling was saying, just about being a sponge to the point where he's developed his own techniques. And even some of my techniques, he's been there to kind of help push it along the way, okay, putting himself in vulnerable positions. But one funny story is Leslie, he couldn't make it to here today, he also used to train with. We used to wait for Owen to come to the kids' class, again with his rucksack and his sister, and we would bet money to see which kid he would injure on that day. And then from there, like the guys have said, he just developed what I could have even imagined. He's so young as well, 21 years old, so really bright future. So happy for you, Mr. Owen. I don't say too much.
Is it my turn? Damn. Officially beating the sandbagging allegations, yeah? Nice. Yeah, obviously, happy to get the black belt. Obviously, Jiu-Jitsu has been it's my life now, right? It's changed my life a lot. When I was young, I used to think I was gonna become a rugby player, and I realized I was 5'8", and I threw it in the bin. So, but I'm very happy for Jiu-Jitsu, obviously, super happy. Yeah, my first coach ever, actually, he brought me into the adults when I was just a little 14-year-old kid. He threw me in the fire, used to beat me up. But obviously, a lot of things have happened, and David, with Apex, changed my life. This is when I started taking it seriously, training every day, and actually trying to pursue it as a career. Obviously, tapped a couple of black belt world champions, won the other day. Nice to earn this little belt. But yeah, I can't thank enough people, obviously, along the way, even like Jack, Shay, some people I met during my color belt days, actually fought Jack as well when I was a blue belt. So it's been a long journey. Obviously, I'm very excited to get the black belt, and now I can do the IBJJFs, you know, call a party, you're getting smoked. What else? Yes. But yeah, Jiu-Jitsu changed my life from living in the gym to then now being in Atlanta with my own gym. Can't be grateful enough for the sport itself, for the people I've met along the way, the friends I've made. Yeah, sick. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming today as well. Thank you for coming to the seminar. Hopefully you guys learned something. Yeah, that's it. Appreciate it.
Did Elliot say anything? Tell the truth, he did.
Did Elliot say anything?
Yeah.
About this?
Yeah.
No, but it was bait when these two were sitting in geese, bro. Why are they here? I was like, all right, yeah, this is bait for sure. I was like, why are they sitting in geese over there doing nothing? I was like, there's no way to blink. I was like, why are they both here? And they said he's gonna do some no-good. They went in geese. I was like, this is sus.
But yeah, guys, that's the end of the seminar.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say one more thing, yeah? I'll do it with the bell, why not? Come on. All right. The final thing I'll leave you with you guys, yeah? So just for a general idea and concept, actually, when we're passing the guard, is to kind of be relentless a lot of the time, right? You don't want to look at stopping off the first stage, like the first block, right? Don't just give up if your pass doesn't work once. You're gonna have to use the same pass a few times and eventually kind of break through and fatigue your trainer partner over time. It's not gonna be super easy for you to just insta pass everyone, right? If you're much better than them, this can happen. But for example, Shay's very flexible. I have to wait for Shay to make a mistake. If I just hit one north-south pass and he recovers, right? And I'm like, whoa, I'm never gonna try that again. This is silly, right? You have to try and think about fatiguing him, right? Ways of holding angles, right? I'm here, he's working, and I'm just making him carry my weight, pushing his legs out the way. He's working. Okay, now I'm recutting another angle. He retains here. Even if he gets all the way back to guard, that's okay, I'm gonna go again. Here. Eventually then he makes a mistake. Maybe he pummels too slow, and now I hit a nice thigh drag here. Maybe he even recovers from this. He pushes me away, I'm back up, and I get an angle again. Just try and be relentless with the pressure until your training partner eventually breaks, right? A lot of the time when people get really tired, they say, oh, you know what, pass my guard, I don't care that much, you know? This is kind of what you want to emulate, is like just drowning them with pace over time, especially as maintaining angles on the outside until they either quit or you hit something slick and you pass them, right? Also settling in to things, good positions, chest to chest. If anytime you beat the line of his knees and you can get to the hips, these are good positions for you to settle. If you hit maybe like a thigh drag here, you get past the line of his knees, these are kind of good positions for you to look at kind of settling and kind of not over moving, right? This is something you'll learn. Maybe you'll move too much. You kind of have to learn when to kind of stop and stabilize the position. And like, oh, this position is actually quite good. I'm passing a lot of people from here. And just rinsing and repeating it. It's not going to work immediately. You're going to have to try, practice. That's why I'm kind of making you do these games so we can actually practice the skill straight away in this kind of environment where you don't have to worry about, oh, this guy sweeped me or he's tapping me, because you can just do whatever you want. Just practice moving to the outside. I would recommend you do this so you can actually work the skill, right? So you're not just getting instantly punished for it and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna go back to my stuff. Try and branch, learn new things, practice. Maybe it's not for you, maybe it is, right? But you'll never know if you don't try. Yeah? All right, appreciate it. Thank you guys. Boa! Black Belchi.
I think tight properly, bro.
Yes, that's the one. There's
All
one.
right, guys, let's take a quick pic. So everyone against the wall. Let's get Owen and
Get your name bit.
Which way is it to do it? This way,
you
yeah?
got to put on a gear and look.
Oh, just hold it, yeah? It's on, yeah? Why is it red?
So, Owen, just got your black belt. How you feeling?
Yeah, I feel good, yeah? It's about time, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I feel like I've trained for long enough now. I've earned it. I've have a couple wins over a few black belt world champions. So I feel like I've deserved this. It's been a long time coming. I was thinking about obviously doing comebacks in the gi. That's kind of why I feel like it was the delayed promotion, but it's too hard, man. Maybe we'll do some a black belt return. Who knows? But I'm excited. Yeah, it's been obviously a good journey. Jiu-Jitsu changed my life in many ways. I was doing a lot of construction work when I was young, and I was kind of going into the labor trade and thinking I was going to be an electrician or something like a plumber. Hate my life, drink tea, and now I'm actually traveling the world, teaching people jiu-jitsu and competing against the best guys in the world. So, yeah, this is just another step on the journey. Obviously, a long road to go still. Many more people is going to get absolutely smoked.
What does being a black belt mean to you?
Honestly, absolutely nothing. But it's just I guess a sentimental thing. Obviously, like I feel the belts are kind of just like a representation of how much time and effort you've put into the sport. Nah, because for me, completing the game will be ADCC, right? Winning actual accolades. I feel like it kind of depends what you judge your jiu-jitsu career on. Everyone should have their own journey, as cringy as that thing is to say, right? Obviously, mine is to compete against the best people in the world, and I've been able to do that even as a brown belt. I've been able to go to ADCC and do these things, but a black belt just gives me more opportunities to do that. No-gi worlds, IBGF competitions, things like this. So it just opens up more avenues for me to compete and also make money. I guess as a brand, it is a little bit nicer to be a black belt.
Anything else you want to say?
Shout out to everyone who's actually helped me along the journey. Obviously, there's a bunch of people I didn't mention. You know, Elliot wants to be this little in the shadows, mysterious aura, whatever, his thing there. Yeah, he could be whatever he wants, man. But obviously, big shout out to him. He's played a massive part. David's played a massive part with this Apex. So, like, it's actually crazy to see what this has become from literally being here when we were pulling up the carpets, putting the mats down, to now a gym packed full of people and like a whole community that David's built with him, Elliot, myself. I was part of obviously for a while, but David's just stuck through and like shown true character. And I think it's obviously sick to come back and see it all done up, looking nice and building a proper community. Yeah, so can't complain.
Anything you want to say about Apex Atlanta?
Apex Atlanta obviously is new. It's a good experience for me, obviously something new other than just competing. It's like a new journey, new ventures, business, teaching full time. A lot of things that I do like, a lot of things that I don't like. You know, I don't like the fact that I can't travel as much, but I do like the fact that I'm building more of a kind of community and people who I'm friends with and developing actual people. You know, training with them every day. You know, you can see actual progress rather than when you're bouncing around, you don't really get to see someone truly develop. But that's one thing I'll say for sure. I get to see actual people improve all the time.
Thank you very much.
Bosh.